Hi guys, welcome to the full moon lunar eclipse reading. So I will be doing a more in-depth reading. So the video will be longer than the other videos that I posted previously, only because those are the number of cards I fell through and it's guided to say it, and also because the energies coming through have been so intense. So I guess the energies wanted you to get a proper message out. Okay, so just to let you know, take whatever resonates with you and leave whatever doesn't. Okay, so because this is going to be at a very collective broad level, so you may not necessarily resonate with everything, or you just might, so feel free to decide how you like. Okay, so the first card is a Hierophant. Okay, so this card basically talks about spiritual growth. Okay, so for this reading, it talks a lot to me about spiritual growth and about just moving forward, right, in your journey of healing and understanding yourself. The second card is the Sun upright. Okay, so this basically talks about retrieving, going inside, doing your shadow work almost. Okay, because the Sun upright is really it's a really good card in the tarot deck, and it talks about sunshine and happiness and everything associated with brightness and all of that. Now when it's reversed, it talks about your dark sides, your shadow aspects, right? So with the Hierophant and the Sun reversed, it basically means that you need to start your spiritual journey, or you will be made to start your spiritual journey with this full moon lunar eclipse. And this spiritual journey will guide you to go to those parts of you inside, which would basically be your shadow parts, right? So we all have a light and shadow aspect to ourselves. So once you do the work on your shadow selves and your shadow aspects, then I got the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so now this Five of Pentacles basically tells me about change. So you see in this card, right, they're basically two people outside in the dark, feeling almost hopeless, like, oh my god, we're out in the cold, and etc etc. But if you see that there's a church there which is lit, that means there are people there. So what this card basically is saying, that you may be feeling like you're alone, you may be feeling like there's no hope, but you just need to look around and get out of that almost victim mentality. Like, I don't like labeling things, to be honest, but okay, for the sake of this, let's say victim mentality, where you think that you may be the only one going through all of this, you may be the only one who's feeling this, but you know what, there's actually hope. So look around and take that hope, and then from that, sad emotions and so on and so forth, you basically get the Strength card, right, in reverse. So now what the Strength card means is that go within, right? Your emotions, the raw emotions that you're feeling, you'll be feeling not good enough. So even the Eight of Swords, right? So basically is the Five of Pentacles, the Strength, and the Eight of Swords reversed. So even this talks about going inwards, reflection. This is a air sign. Okay, so this is a lot to do with air signs and everything. So it talks a lot about communication, mindset, intellect, and it generally talks about power on your communication and intellect and growth almost. But basically with these cards, what it means that you'll be needing to do a lot more reflection. You'll be feeling very lost. Okay, so when the lunar full moon eclipse does take place, you'll be having you'll be starting your spiritual journey. Okay, which will involve you to go towards your and look at your shadow aspects and go deep within and work on that. When you're doing that, when you're working on your shadow aspects, you will definitely having this feeling of I'm alone and so on and so forth. And this card also represents change. Okay, so change in the physical realm. So while you're going through these changes and while you are feeling this like you don't have the strength to carry on, or you're almost giving up, and you're kind of being very self-critical and so on and so forth, is basically saying that this change that you're going to go through while you're having these while you're working on yourself spiritually and working on your shadow aspects in your spiritual way, you will be most likely feeling this, because that change, okay, that catalyst can lead you to feeling these emotions of being alone, feeling all by yourself. Maybe physically you also may be alone, like maybe there's a physical distance between you and your family, or physical distance between someone who you really believe to be close, and that's causing you a lot of pain as well. But you need to pull through, because if you pull through this stage, you get the Four of Wands, okay? And this is a really, really nice card, because it talks about stability, foundations, okay? It talks about motivation, passion, okay? So once you go through that phase of change, and when you're going through that phase of change, you'll be feeling really not good enough, and like very alone. I'm getting the word alone. Like you'll be feeling very lonely almost. But if you push through that, okay, mind you, if you push through that, you will then be finding yourself in a place where you will be able to you'll have that fire, that passion. I was gonna say fashion, but never mind. So you'll have that fire, that passion, and you'll be able to create whatever it is that you want. And once you come out of that, once you have your consistency, and you have your perseverance, and you get out of that, you will be in a space where you can then create whatever it is that you want, and your magic, okay? You will be laying down the foundations for your future, and you'll be finding that motivation to do it, okay? So don't lose hope, okay? Because right now spiritual journey is or can be very daunting, but it, in my opinion, you have to do it sometime or the other if you have chosen to do it in your soul form. But trust me, there's a lot of energies of fear that are coming out, and that's why I do feel like the Hierophant and the Sun reversed makes sense, because everything that's basically coming out, everything that we're feeling right now is really pushing us to go and do that work, to do that shadow self. Like, when we're happy, we really don't feel like we need to do something about it, right? But when we're going through transition, when we're going towards our spiritual journey, when we're going inwards, right, we feel this sense of darkness almost, right? So go through it, allow yourself to feel this darkness, allow yourself to feel the pain, the aloneness, because trust me, change will be coming your way. You will be having that aha moment. But even when you do have your aha moment, you will be faced with feelings of raw emotions of not feeling good enough, not knowing what to do, feeling almost alone, feeling like you have no strength to carry on, doubting yourself, not sure what your next plan of action will be, feeling lost, alone, right? But if you overcome that, you will then be in a space where you will be where you will be able to create that magical motivation, passion to build the foundation and stability for the thing that you really want. So whatever that you work on, right, whatever the shadow aspect that you work on that is coming up, whatever your fears are coming up, whatever insecurities are coming up, whatever you work on, you will basically be laying a foundation for a new situation. So say suppose in the past, okay, you've been attracting a certain kind of people, okay, and that stems out from because of your insecurities and fear. Now when I say attracting, people don't just come into your life and then because they want to hurt you, you attract it based on the stuff that you hold inside. The law of quantum, right? Basically your outside is just a reflection of your inside. So anyways, so when you do look at that, so you have been attracting people of a certain characteristics, personality, whatever. But once you do look at your fears and the insecurities that is causing you to choose those relationships, those people, those situations which truly don't make you feel happy, you will then find you attracting different people, more aligned people with what you truly feel. Because if you hold that fear in you, you will be attracting that fear. But if you don't hold that fear in you, you cannot, the outside cannot help but give you something which is different. If you work on yourself, if you work on your insecurities, your fear of being alone, etc., etc., you will get a person who's more stable, more there for you. If you have the feeling of not feeling good enough, or not being good enough, right? If you work on that, you will then attract people who will make you feel good enough. You know, if you start accepting yourself, you will then you will start experiencing people who start accepting you no matter what. And I've really gone through it and felt it. So, you know, I do believe it's true. But yeah, that's your reading for the full moon. I know it's going to be a hard time. It's going to feel like you're very alone. You know, this is going to be, you know, a lonely journey, and you might feel like there's no one, and so on and so forth. But I promise you, if you do go through those, if you do go through this whole process, you will come out and face situations where you attract stability, happiness, whatever that you want to attract. You will be then directing your passion in the right place. Right now, you know, your passion must be misdirected. You know, you don't know what to do, you don't know where to go. You know, you may be like, oh, I have a plan, but nothing's going as per plan. All I say is sit down, enjoy the ride, and welcome the energies, and you will see success. I really hope this resonated with you guys, and I really hope this gives you some guidance for this crazy ride that's coming our way. And if you guys ever want any clarification or want any, you know, help, you can always, you know, get in touch with me. Take care, guys, and have a great, great, great full moon lunar eclipse. Bye. I'll see you soon.